It's finally finished so that I can share it with you. Woo! I'm so excited. This is my 20K Junk Journal Tag Challenge Trilogy that I've made out of all of your entries that I've got from the challenge. And today is the day. We are going to flip through these 3 journals here. Hi there, this is Luise Heinzel. Welcome to my channel Junk Journal Art and welcome to this very, very special video. I'm so excited and so thankful that I can share with you what I have on my desk here. In these 3 journals, there are all of the entries that I've got for my 20K Junk Journal Tag Challenge here on YouTube. And this is just amazing. I had such a wonderful time to make these journals, and I'm so thankful that I was allowed to create this, and today I would like to share this with you. I think in this box there are not only 3 journals that are very, very special, but there's also all of the love that you are sharing within the Junk Journal community. If you see this in a second, you will agree, I'm sure. This is so amazing and I'm so grateful that I am allowed to have this on my desk. This is such a special thing. For this project, I have decided to make 3 journals. As you can perhaps see here on the top, there are 3 journals in this box. I was not able to make only 1 journal. Perhaps you have seen or participated in the other challenges that we've had before for 10,000 subscribers, 8,000 and 4,000. When I made that, we had also a tag challenge and I have made 1 journal out of all of the entries. But this time it was simply not possible. So I have decided that I want to make 3 journals that can be flipped through relatively good. I mean, if I would have 1 journal, it would be so fat that you can't flip through it anymore. But I wanted to have everything in one place. So for me, it was very, very important that all of your things and all of those lovely things that you have sent to me are in one place. So I have decided to make this box. This was originally a box from IKEA where I simply take the lid off and then I have decorated this with some lace. I have distressed this with some Distress Oxide inks directly from the refiller that worked really, really well to get this vintagey feeling here. And here you can see something that I got with the entry that was not, I was not able to put that into the journal because this is so thick, but this box was really cool because I could attach that here so that we have this cool colors and this Canada bracelet here. And I'm so impressed by all of the things that you have sent to me. I mean, the tags that you have sent for the challenge are the one thing, but these things, and this is only one example of hundreds, this is so special to me because I know this comes from very, very far away, and now I have that here on this box, and this is so, so cool. And the box is also good because we have, this is very heavy, we have this tag here. As you can see, these butterflies are really, really dimensional. This is, I guess, some, how is that called? Some glossy accents or perhaps some transparent embossing powder. I'm not totally sure. And these are so dimensional that I couldn't bring them into the journal. So I've decided to put this gorgeous tag here to the outside of the box so that I also later on can put it like this into my shelf so that I can see this when I look at this whole thing. So let's take out the first one here. This is so crazy. And when I made the box, the journals were not completed. And as you can see, it's relatively hard to get them out there, but I can manage that. Okay, so this is the first one. And I have to say, everything that you can see in this video was sent to me by you. Except the box itself. I mean, the box and the lace that I have used and the paper that I have used to cover the box, that came from my stash, but everything else that you can see here, I've made out of the entries. And this gorgeous fabric was one of the most amazing pieces that I got. I don't know if you can see that, but this is some kind of golden fabric. In the camera, it looks really yellowish, but in reality, it has this, yeah, some kind of chartreuse, greenish, yellowish, golden color. I can't explain that. And there was also this fabric, and I think that fits so, so well together. So I've made 3 soft covers out of those fabric pieces that I got from you. And in the inside of this soft cover here, there are some envelopes. So I've used those little bit thicker envelopes that have the bubble wrapping inside to create the covers. So that means there's also something from you inside of this soft cover thingies here, and I guess that's a really cool thing. For me, it's so cool. It's so cool to know that this is totally filled with your stuff. I mean, not only what you can see, but also what's hidden in here. And that was really important for me to have this feeling. Also the feeling, not only the fact that I have made the journals, but also the feeling that I have behind that. So I have started here with my own tag, so that I can remember what this whole thing was when I look at this when I'm 80 years old or something like that. So this is what we've made in the video, where I announced this challenge. If you have missed that and if you want to watch it, even if the challenge is closed, you can check out the info box. I will put the link to the video there for you as well. And then we are going on with your tags. So this time, I have not put the names to the tags yet. I have a list with all of the names, so that I can later on remember who has sent which tag. And this list I will use after I have recorded this video to write all the names only for myself in here. Why are here no names when you see the journal? That has a very, very simple reason, because some of you have said that they don't want to see their names in the journals. And of course I can understand that, and of course I'm trying my best to not do that, what you don't want, and of course I can understand that. And for those people, I have decided that I want to put the names later on there to the tags, so that I can remember that when I look to the journal in a few years. Yeah, of course I want to respect your wishes. And this time I also haven't used an own printable. So for the other journals, I have used my own printables that I have made in the time when the challenge was. But for this journals, I haven't done that because that would have been too much material. I got so many additional things. For example, these 3 cards here, and also this pocket. There were so many things that I would say happy mails, and I've decided that I don't want to put anything from myself here into the journal except my own tag. So this is made out of all of your things. So there's nothing that comes from my stash. And that is just amazing. When I got the first entries and they came to me with the mail, I was like, oh my goodness, how can I manage that? There were so many additional things, so many gifts that you have made, and that was so, so heartwarming. You have made so many thoughts about what you have sent that is just nearly unbelievable. And perhaps you realize that we only have the physical tags in here this time. That has a reason as well, and I'm a little bit sad about that, but it was impossible. What I want to say now, it was impossible. So the other times when I made such a journal, I always included the photos that I have collected on Instagram, on Facebook, and that you have sent to me with an email. So if you have participated in this challenge, you know about what I'm talking. You had the chance to enter this giveaway and this challenge by sending your tag in an email or in physical way. Or you could also post that to your social media. The tags were nearly everywhere. They were on Facebook, they were on Instagram, they came with email, and they came with the normal mail, with the physical mail. And the other journals were made with everything. So also with the pictures that I found online. But this time I couldn't manage that. It was not possible for me to print out all of the photos that I got in the emails and that I found on social media. It was simply not possible. There were so many photos that it was not possible to put them into the journal here. And I'm hoping that you can understand that and that you are not sad that you can't find your photo here. This is for me really, really hard. It's also hard to tell that because, yeah, I haven't planned it to make it like that. I wanted to put the photos in here, but as you can see, I have 3 journals and they are so fat. And imagine, please imagine, I would have hundreds of photos in this journal. It's not possible. It's just not possible. I'm so overwhelmed about all of your entries. Yeah, that I had to decide that. Like I have decided it. It's not so, it feels not so good for me, to be honest, but I wanted to have a solution. I wanted to find a way to bring everything together, and this was the only way. I couldn't handle it in another way. So I have decided to put all of the photos into one folder on my computer, and later on I will take, how is that called in English? A USB stick where I can save the photos, and then I will put the USB stick with a bulb pin or something like that to the outside of the box, so that I have the chance to take the photos out, put the stick into my computer and go through the photos and look at the photos. Isn't this just crazy? This pops up. Yeah, so I'm hoping very much that you can understand that with the photos, and that it's okay for you when you know that your photo is also, of course, part of this project and of this adventure that we had together. And you can be sure I'm going through those photos very often. I was on my computer very often the last few days, and I have looked at all of your entries, and that is so amazing. You had so many different ideas. There were so many different things made out of one and the same freebie, and that is just crazy. And for example, this is a very, very great example for what I want to say. I mean, the colors on the freebie were matching each other. And you have printed out the freebie with your printer at home, and then you have created the tag. But look at this. How is it possible to bring such a different color palette to such a tag with one and the same printable? For me, it was like going through Disneyland or something like that. I mean, I have never been in Disneyland, but I have the imagination that it must be there, like I have experienced this whole thing. I mean, look at that. You are feeling like you are in a different world, and I think that's the same with Disneyland. When you go in there, I think you don't realize anymore that you are in our normal world, and that's for me the same thing with flipping through these journals. This is just so crazy. And there were so many things like this, for example, that had nothing to do with a challenge, but that you have created for me and that you have sent to me as a gift. This, for example, is so cute. Isn't that just cute? I love this so much. And there were so many new ideas for me. I mean, not only with the tags, especially with the tags, of course, because that was what was laying on my desk at the same time. And I had so much inspiration from your tags, but there were also so many other things where I thought, oh my goodness, what a great idea. There were so many gifts that inspired me so much. You can't believe that. You just can't believe that. And when I go through this, how can I bring that into English words? I mean, if I could do this video in German, it would be much easier. But I will try my best to bring this feeling to you. I mean, we are all in different places. You are in your craft room at your home, and I am here. And there is so much distance between us. But when I see this, the distance has gone. I mean, look at all of these details, all of the love that is in here, all of these little tiny things and so many different techniques. I mean, I think I have learned 20 ways how you can glue a butterfly. So, for example, this here, and many of you have done it like that. Here, the butterfly, I don't know if my camera can catch that, is glued in the middle, obviously. And then the wing makes a little hill here, and the rest is glued down here. So the butterfly looks so dimensional. I think here you can see it even better. I think this is made with some foam tape or something like that. And this looks so dimensional. It's so crazy. I haven't known how many different ways there are to glue down a butterfly that's made out of paper. That's just incredible. Just incredible. And when I see this and I see all of your love that you have put into these little things, then I have the feeling that we all are sitting at the same desk. The distance has gone from one second to the other, and that is just so great. This is such a great feeling that I think when you have never done something like this by yourself, then you can't understand that, and it's so hard to bring that into words. That's so crazy, so crazy. Here are so many different materials from all over the world, so many different ideas from all over the world, and also the handwriting. I mean, the letters that you have written to me, if I would put them all next to each other, that would be so crazy. That's only a part of this, but to see all of the different handwriting, that's just amazing. That's like you are here, and these words are like you would talk to me in person, and that's so great. I mean, what am I doing here at the moment? I'm sitting here at my desk in my studio, and I'm talking to myself. I mean, I know that you will see this video, but I'm talking to myself. And that's a strange thing. But when I see this, then I know that you are listening to me right in this moment, and not when I upload the video and when you finally see it. Do you know what I mean? I have the feeling that you are here right now. And that's, I think, a special thing on YouTube. I think the most normal YouTubers who don't make junk journals, I mean, we junk journaler, we are a special folk. But the normal YouTubers, I guess, they can't experience what we are experiencing here. And that's just so great. That's just amazing. There are also so funny things. So wonderful. And so many also handmade papers. I was really amazed about all of those different paper materials that you have sent to me, or something like this. The envelopes. You can't believe how those envelopes where, I mean, here they are cut. I cut all of the envelopes to make the pages, and here you can see only the one piece of the envelope. But when I saw those envelopes, I was like, oh my goodness, when the envelope is such a piece of art, what the heck is inside of the envelope? For example, this thing here, that is also, yeah, some kind of an envelope. I have put that here to the journal. So here is the flip of the envelope. Here comes another envelope where something else was in, and here's the rest. And I have glued this thing here on top that you also have sent to me to make this little, yeah, I can't call it collage because it's made out of two things, but this thing, amazing. This is so amazing. There were so many crazy things on the envelopes. Look at this stamping here. You have put so much effort into the packaging that I sometimes thought, oh my goodness, when the packaging looks like that, what the heck is inside of that? It must be even more amazing. And it was the fact. It was even more amazing. All of these tiny pieces, so much inspiration and so much love. I can't bring that into words. It's just breathtaking. It's unbelievable. And I'm this kind of crafter who likes to use what I have. And of course, I want to learn new techniques. And of course, I want to learn something new from you and from others. And I, of course, buy some new things for my craft stash. But I try to use mostly what I have because I don't like to hoard anything. I'm not the hoarder. I like to use my stuff. And the problem is with that, when you see new things, when you see those tiny details, some paper clips or some other embellishments, some die cuts that you have used, then I want to have that stuff. I mean, I look at the creations and then I think, oh my goodness, what a great idea. I need this or that material or medium or ephemera piece or something like that. And yeah, then the game is over, I would say. And I have to go to Amazon or to another craft shop online or wherever and try to find that material or that medium or something like that. And that's a little bit dangerous. For example, these little gears here, look at these. How tiny are those? Isn't that just great? And this is also a very good example because the size of the butterflies, the size of the fairy, and the size of these gears. I mean, this is just a perfect arrangement. This is just perfect for me. And I don't have such tiny gears, so I've searched online and I think I found some, and I've put them already into my basket. On Amazon, I think I found some, so that I can purchase them in the future. Because I can't purchase everything at the same time that I want to have. And this is also a very great idea. And I'm a little bit proud that I could include this into the journal. So originally it was like this. So as you can see, this is some kind of a trefold pocket thingy. So it opens like this. It has a pocket here. And then at the same time, it opens like this, and it has a pocket here. And I have put some other things in here, like this and this. And the actual tag from the entry is here. You can also take that out, like this. So you have the tag here. And here is this pocket. And I wanted to include that as it is into the journal. So I've just decided to bring that to the middle of this signature through, I've sewn through it here so that I now can just place the tag here and I can close it. And the original closure here with this thread also works with this method. And that's, whew, can't bring it together. I'm so nervous. I can't bring that together. Okay, so now I have it. And now this thing is in its original form in this journal. And that I've learned so much. I can't tell you that. I've learned so much. I mean, if you make a journal like this, you have to find some special solutions, I would say. So for example, this tag here, it goes from here around the corner until here, and additionally here is such a little pocket that you can open. And this thing that has driven me crazy, I mean, with the journal making, it has driven me crazy because I couldn't find a good solution to put that in here until I came to the idea to turn that into a tuck spot. So I have folded the tag here because it was way too long to put it in this direction into the journal. And then I have just made a tuck spot out of it so that this little thing here can go in here, and it's held with this little paper clip. And here we also have a little charm from Canada. So I've turned this paper clip into something special by adding this little charm here so that it can hang here. And this was hard for me. I mean, to fold such a tag that you have sent is not so easy for me because, yeah, now it's folded. I can't see it in total anymore, but I wanted to have it in here. And that was also really challenging. I mean, find ways to include those tags if they are too big, for example, or too fat. That is not so easy. That was really not so easy, but I love the outcome of these journals. That's so amazing. Okay, so let's go to the third one and the last one. My desk is full of these journals. That's just crazy. They are amazing. Okay, so here we go. And also these little tiny things, all of those paper clips. I mean, I had, I didn't want to make any additional embellishments or something like that. I didn't want to make my own ephemera pieces for this because I had enough ephemera from you. And I knew when I get the tags, then I will have enough to put into the journal. Why making own ephemera? It's totally not necessary and not possible to include additional ephemera that I have made by myself. But when I look what you have sent to me and when I see the amount of things, crazy, just crazy. And I love challenges. But for example, including such thick things into the journal, I have to say, I had times where I nearly was crying because I couldn't find a good solution. I wanted to have, of course, also these things in here that you have sent to me. But as you can see, this is really thick. This is not only a wooden button that is thick by itself, but it also has this thread here that is really thick. And this is a whole mini journal. I think this is made out of a toilet paper roll that is turned into faux leather. And in here you can see there are decorated pages, such amazing details. This is such a cute thing. And of course I wanted to have that in this journal, but how to attach that there when the journal is already so thick? Not so easy, really not so easy. So I've decided, and this is also only one example of hundreds that I could give you. I decided to put that in here. I've turned this into a little pocket as well so that I could put something in here if something comes a little bit late. So one thing goes in here so that it can lay flat, and the other thing can stay like this, or I can also do it like this so that it is way more flat. You gave me some really big challenges with this journal, but that was so much fun to create that. It was amazing, just amazing. And I've also realized that you have used some of my other printables, and that is just gorgeous. So for example, this here, and also the thing here in the background, that comes from my butterfly flowers printable. And I have seen so many things that you have, for example, bought from my shop or other freebies that I have given to you. And that is just crazy. I mean, to see what you have made out of my digitals is just crazy for me. To see that it was in your hands and then it comes back to my desk. Amazing. just amazing. And I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, you can see how different the things are that went into these journals. There are so many different styles, so many different ideas, so many different materials with different colors. And I can't explain why everything is matching so well. I mean, normally you would say it's not possible to include so many different things into one journal. But in this journal, there is some magic, I would say. There is something that makes this whole thing come together. And I have no other explanation than that this is magic. That is so crazy. That is just so, so crazy. Ah, come out. What is that? And I can only say it again. All of these techniques, all of those different, also really crazy techniques. That is so inspiring for me. That is so crazy. And as I said, I have created the pages out of the envelopes where the things were in. And please think a second about where all of these envelopes come from. I mean, that is unbelievable. That is just unbelievable. What have I done here? Okay, so I can flip that out. To know that this paper from the envelopes and also, of course, the things that you have sent have gone such a long way, and they have come together from so many different places in the world. Can we please think about that for just a second? Can we then freak out a little bit, because that is so crazy and so unbelievable? Oh my goodness. And this card is so great. So this says, "The coffee is broken. I am still tired." Isn't this just cute? Okay, so that's not the right order, Louisa. You have to put this in here and then this in here so that the butterfly can go over that like so. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for participating in this challenge, for giving me so much love and also so much support. I mean, you have shared your tags everywhere, and of course that is really, really helpful when you have a YouTube channel, and it was so helpful for me. And you have supported me in such a great way, and you are still doing that, of course, not only with the challenge. You are always supporting me so amazing. That is just amazing for me, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. This is just yeah, that is the biggest gift for me, that I can do what I'm doing here and that I am allowed to share with you what I'm sharing here on my YouTube channel. And I want to thank you so much for all you do. That is just amazing and just crazy. And yeah, I really have problems to not cry in this video, because when I prepared my camera setup and when I started recording this, I was like, oh my goodness, how can I find the right words? It's so hard. But for me, it's like, you are here with me and we are sitting on the same desk. We have made these 3 journals together. I mean, can you believe that? That is so crazy. So crazy. And I also wanted to show you three other things. So this little guy, I think I have shown you him very quickly in one of the other videos. This is a teddy bear made out of pieces from clothes and that stuff that were junk. And this is so, so cute. And these ideas, I mean, that is crazy. You have made this for me, and this is now sitting here on my desk, and he's watching over me while I'm crafting, and that is so cute. And here's one of these little labels that were in the freebie. So cute. And then, believe it or not, I got this book about Rome, and there's such a crazy story behind especially this book. When I fell in love with Rome, it was in the year 1997. So that was my first trip to Rome. When I was in school, I was allowed to go to Rome with some of the students there. And I fell in love with that city, and I wanted to have something about the city. My parents had exactly this book in their shelf, and I did something that I wasn't allowed to do, because I took this book and I took it into my room, and I have stolen this book from my parents, you could say. And when I was in Rome 2017, I took some of the pictures from that book for my Rome journals. And I was like, oh my goodness, I mean, when I made the Rome journal, I was like, oh my goodness, I have cut the book from my parents. Yeah, they have bought that in Rome, I guess, 1975, when they were there. And I was like, Louise, that is not good, that is not right, that is not right. But I wanted to have the pictures. And I always felt bad about that I had cut this book. And then the entry for the tag challenge came, and this book was in that envelope. And the woman who has sent that to me has written, I know you love Rome, and I found this book and I wanted to give that to you. Not only that, this is the same book that my parents had, and that brought bad feelings to me all over the last years. Not only that, on the tag that she has created, she has written the date when she has created it. And believe it or not, the date she has created the tag that came with this book is my father's birthday. Can you believe that? I mean, what the heck is going on here? That is not normal, isn't it? That is definitely not normal. This book will always be something so special for me, even if it is not the original book from my parents, but with the date of this tag, and that is the birthday of my father, this book will always be special to me. It's yeah, just crazy. And then I have something very sad to tell you, and I have waited until the end of the video because it's so sad. Look at this. This is also, Junkie, can you please go away? Thank you so much. This is also one of the entries, and I have seen that on YouTube and on Facebook before when she has posted that. And this came in such a bad condition to me. Look at this. This is something like a little box that has these windows here that are meant to look through, and then you can see the tag and the little fairy there. And it was destroyed on the shipping process. And you can hear that I'm nearly crying, because I know how much work was in this piece. And now it's like this. And I wanted to show it to you like it is now, so that you can see it as you could see the other entries. Because after recording this video, I would like to try to cut that up to get some of the pieces out of it to be able to bring that into the journal as well, because I want to have something of this entry in the journal as well. I can't put it into the journal like this, and I can't put it into my shelf to look at it like this because it's totally destroyed. As you can see, the plastic has fallen off. All of these little things here are totally yeah, you can see that it's absolutely crazy, like a car accident. And I wanted to show it to you like this so that you can see it on the one hand, so that I can try to cut it up and see what I can make out of this for the journal. But I also want to tell you, if you want to send something to me, then please, please, please make sure that it is really, really well packaged. Yeah, this was wrapped in a bubble wrapping. That's of course good, but there was no heavier box outside of this thing. It was in one of these plastic mailers, and of course this is not so sturdy that when something is laying on top it will stay intact. So the packaging was not so good. So please, if you want to send something like this in the future, make sure that it is really, really well prepared for the shipping process. Because otherwise we have something like this, and this is just a reason to cry for me. Yeah, I'm really sorry that this happened. I will try my best to put that into the journals as well. As I said, I will try to cut that up and then put that there in some way. I don't know how until now, but I also wanted to share this with you. Okay, so we are at the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope we will see you the next time. Stay healthy, stay crafty. See you.